Hi everybody, welcome to the Chuck and Lisa show. I am Chuck, and this is Lisa.
Not yet, because I haven't got the shot ready. Alright, now this is Lisa. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot. This is Lisa. Hi Lisa.
Hello, not Lisa.
Not the mama.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello.
Hi Dersh.
What up?
What up? How you doing?
Better than that, sir, but I thought you knew that already.
I have heard that, yeah, I've heard that a couple times. Welcome everybody, it's good to see you guys. We've got some fun and interesting stuff planned. Nothing serious, of course. There's enough serious in the world without that.
Then we have the rest of the show. Haha.
You're silly.
You're silly.
Yep. So I am Chuck Nellis, at Chuck Nellis, pretty much everywhere on the internet except for two places. I am Real Chuck Nellis on Getter, and I am sometimes on Facebook when I'm not suspended as Chuck.Nellis.7.
Which is rare lately.
Well, you're going to close that one, right?
Yeah, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it from a political account to just I'll post occasional things that are not political.
Or tell people where to find you.
And I will. That'll be pinned to it, you know, so that everybody knows where to find me if they want to see the politics. The reason being is I have a separate Facebook account I do not want to lose that's tied to it. That has all the people I grew up with and family and whatnot.
Is that the one where you told me not to be your friend anymore?
Yep, that's what you got me started on the internet.
Yeah, but see,
so
that was
don't
a good
complain.
thing.
You did it.
That was a good thing.
That was a great thing
So
for me.
you can't unfriend me on Facebook because then people think that we're not together anymore.
Well, I was pissed. I also shaved off my beard. Is that the time? I think it is, isn't it? Anyway, and then I grew it back, of course, because I look better with fur.
No,
anyway,
that was the time you hadn't even. That was a different time you were mad at me for some clear reason.
We do have silly games. This is the Lisa. Miss Lisa, tell us where we can find you on the internet.
On the not here on the internet. I'm on Twitter.
Yes.
So I'm on Twitter at Louise. If you have a question about where to find Chuck, just ask me because sometimes people are pretending to be him.
Yes.
You can message me and I will let you know if it's really him or not.
Well, and Dershie told me on Getter that the at Chuck Nellis was actually reserved for me.
Oh, really?
But they didn't send me an invite.
So
possibly.
Well, that
I'm
makes
guessing.
no sense.
Well, yeah. So anyway, just ask me before you start talking to some random person if you don't know if it's Chuck. But I'm on Twitter mostly. That's my regular public social media that I would talk to you if I don't really know you. I'm also on Facebook, but that goes public and private off and on. Well, no, I mean, there's a reason.
Depending on the comments.
There's a reason, and sometimes people like apply for jobs and things, and sometimes people at work are stalking you and things like that. So,
normal stuff.
Yeah, normal office stuff.
Normal office stuff.
And I'm on Etsy, Vintage Velma Finds, and I have my store, Vintage Velma Finds, in Burlington, exit 143. Go buy something, and that's about it. Because I'm not on. I'm on Clout Hub, but I never go there. So if you talk to me, I wouldn't see it.
That's okay. I don't go to Call Hub much anymore either. So.
After I got demoted.
Are you still demoted?
I don't know. I haven't been there. Did he fix it?
I think you're still demoted.
That's just silly.
I just think that's wrong.
That's just silly. I didn't even say anything mean.
I know you just cantankerous.
Well, that's me.
That's you.
I'm not gonna kiss.
I don't know how it's possible for them to not make you not a founder when you're clearly a founder.
Right. That's like it's like when they fired Steve Jobs.
Right. Kind of the same thing. Hey,
not really even
by the
close,
way,
but
Think already said need to keep tabs on Chuck. The Western wildfire Sasquatch may need the
He had smoke from that.
Dude, I'm on the East Coast Sasquatch. We have them here too.
We had smoke from that fire last week.
Yeah, we did. It was
somebody was like, where there's a fire on the West Coast, where? And somebody else goes, all of it.
Hey, all of it. So, one of the traditions in our show is we have basically a happy hour in the chat room.
We do.
And if you want to join us, just jump on in and say something. It's a lot of fun.
Or even if you don't want to drink, you can still jump on in.
And you can also ask
something.
us questions or have comments. Everybody has comments. So,
Don't read the comments.
Don't read the comments. Dershie.
Nobody cares.
Did you at least put it up?
Yeah, it's been up for like 3 or 4 minutes. So
okay, that's where you can find Dershie. So he's shy.
He's
a shy Eeyore.
Shy.
East Coast Sasquatch. He's a Florida Eeyore.
Yeah, amen to that.
It's a rare breed. They don't want to leave the beach, and they're very laid back, and they avoid confrontation.
You heard about, speaking of Eeyore...
And they watch a lot of Hallmark Channel.
Speaking of Eeyore, you heard about the dad whose little kid was like, Daddy, where does poop come from? And so the dad explained to him, because he thought he meant poop.
Right.
So he explained to him where poop came from and everything, and in a little kid way. And then the kid made a really weird face, and he goes, "Okay, where does Tigger come from?"
That's funny.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah,
that's funny.
You gotta actually. You have to know what the kid's actually asking you before you go into a long explanation.
Right.
Sometimes.
Bullwinkle's got bourbon. Let's see. What's Think already got?
He's got.
He
doesn't have Henry McKenna. We know that.
He's got Angel's Envy bourbon.
Oh, cool.
Oh, he switched to Drambuie now. That's quite a concoction. I cannot speak tonight.
Concoction? Because you were going to say cacophony, but that's not a drink.
I know, and then I mixed the two words. Concophony.
Cancophony?
Concophony.
So like a can in a coffin?
It's like a Chuckism.
It's like a dead drink?
There needs to be a book on Chuckisms when I'm dead.
Okay.
It'll completely confuse the English language. Some of them will make sense, and some of them people will just go. So.
Okay.
Alrighty, so let's get into it. I always start with birthdays. We got a lot of them today, and I want everybody to make a comment in the chat room and make a comment among our host, co-host,
Last sighting
and
of
producer
Bigfoot
here.
was in my living room.
Right, now he's in your trailer.
Hey Lisa, have you been on Cloud Hub lately?
No, why? Have I been promoted? Or am I fired?
I can't even find you.
Okay, I'm gonna go look. Okay, talk, Chuck.
Alright, while you're doing that. Really? They got
killed
rid of
me!
it?
They killed
That
me!
would be funny. Oh my god. Okay, Robert.
I'm gonna sue them.
Robert De Niro was born today. Sean Penn was born today. Come on, make comments. Robert De Niro.
Oh, there you are. I found you.
Oh, good.
You're
was a good actor. Even
you're
though his politics.
You know, it's not even my fault right now, and we're in a ditch.
You're a verified user, but you're no longer a crown. So yeah, they demoted you.
Oh man, I'm a commoner.
You're common.
No, you're like a Duke or.
You're at least verified.
Well, that's good. It's more than Twitter.
Wouldn't Twitter verify you?
They just said they don't give you a reason. They said you can try again in a month. I think it's because I hadn't written enough articles yet. I think it's also because I told them I was related to you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
that probably has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
So anyway, Robert, let's get back to the show. Robert De Niro.
This is the show.
You are the show.
We are the show.
Robert De Niro was born today for the 4th time.
He was born 4 times?
Apparently. Sean Penn was born today for the 2nd time.
There's a movie coming out with him in it. Looked kind of interesting.
Great, let me know what it is so I can miss it.
There's something about did you see that commercial last night?
No.
It was like the dad was some kind of criminal in former life, and the grown-up child did not know about it, and then they found out about it or something.
So it's a real life story for
Probably,
Sean
yeah.
Penn.
Probably.
Well, Donnie Wahlberg was born today.
Who?
Yeah.
One of the Wahlbergs.
One of the Wahlburgers. No, it's the New Kids on the Block.
Yeah, New Kids.
He's also married to Jenny Playboy girl, whatever her name is.
I don't know. I don't even know the old kids on the block. So.
Belinda Carlisle.
Go.
Justin Bieber. Oh no, Austin. Whoever the hell Austin Bieber is.
Austin Bieber?
Yeah.
Austin Bieber?
Apparently it's Justin's
I think
brother.
it's Justin's father.
No, it's his brother. It's
He doesn't
kid.
have a brother, does he?
Does now.
He was born in 91.
Oh.
Well, if it's his father, he's very talented.
He looks like a Bieber. I read it wrong. It's Austin Butler.
Oh, okay.
Who's that?
But he looks like a Bieber.
Maybe he's a butler.
Yeah. Davy Crockett, somebody everybody knows, was born.
Yay!
He's dead.
That's a positive. And then we'll go the opposite direction. David Koresh was born today.
Wait. Oh, 10 months ago. I thought it said 10 minutes ago. Never mind. Apparently the last time I was on Clout Hub was 10 months ago.
10 months ago?
Pay attention now. Put that away.
You put it away.
That's why you're a commoner, Lisa.
No,
That's right.
It's because I said something back to Jeff and he said he was tired of me.
Yep. Well, she goes at it pretty hard. Guess whose birthday it is, Lisa?
It must be somebody gay the way you're saying it.
David Bromstad.
Oh, it's your boyfriend.
It's my boyfriend.
Hey, I'm
Now
jealous
you have
now.
to explain this to Darcy.
He's on HGTV. He's got a great show for millionaires. What's it called?
Lottery something.
Lottery Millionaires.
Lottery Dream.
Lottery
House.
Dream Home. That's it. And he sells homes to all
He
these
doesn't
people that
sell
win
them. He just finds them
Well,
and then
he's
he walks
more
around.
or less the agent.
Yeah, and Chuck wants to win the lottery just so he can meet
would be-
David. Oh, David!
It'd be fun because you know my personality. I just expand when I see a big
Wait,
personality.
what?
My
That's
personality.
kind of dirty.
Oh,
I did not mean it that way. I mean, let me rephrase. My personality gets bigger when I see people with big personality.
Right.
so you named
You
it
know.
personality.
Huh?
So you named it person.
Oh, it's in there. I just have to keep it down. Lisa, I drive poor Lisa crazy as much as I talk. Maureen O'Hara was born today.
She's dead too. You know
She's
whose
dead.
mother she is?
Who?
Mia Farrow.
Yeah. That's cool. Mae West.
She's dead
Come
too.
on up and
Mae.
see me sometime. And somebody else, John Lovett. Nelson.
That's the ticket.
Nelson PK. Oh,
Who?
Gustav Schwarzenegger.
Who's that? Arnold's dad?
Yes.
Cool. Really?
Yes, they show him in a Nazi uniform in the picture.
Well, maybe that's why Arnold's here and not there.
Yeah. I mean, he
See
and his
Hitler
fa-
Youth?
he and his father had a very long relationship. Somebody I used to party with in high school was born today. Sib Haitian from the band Boston.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like,
Not Marley. No.
like, never Abraham Lincoln or something.
You're funny. No, Sib Haitian. He was the original drummer for the band Boston. I used to hang out with him when he used to play at our high school, which was often. John Gruden, and I'm about done with those.
Well, I'd like to make a shout out to a former colleague of mine who is a soccer player, played for the U.S. national team back before they started taking a knee.
Yeah.
Her daughter, her name's Kim, but her daughter Carly, it's her 17th birthday today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Carly.
My friend, my friend who happens to be the president of U.S. Soccer.
Yeah, just a little job.
We were looking for her today because she works for the soccer club I work for, but she's in Russia because the U.S. women's
Yeah,
beach team is playing.
that's cool.
Well, she's not there just because of the women. I mean, she's the president of all the soccer,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Carly retired on Monday.
Carly,
Yeah, did she?
what was her last name? Because
Carly Lloyd.
Yeah.
She was a great
She
player
was
for
good.
a lot of years.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, a lot of the, because a lot of the women played at UNC, a lot of them, after they're done, they come back here and live because they like it here. So Cindy Parlow Cone lives here. And Carla Overbeck. Although I think she had a different last name then. And Mia Hamm lives around here somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there's
Mia Hamm.
I know she married Nosmar.
Was in Chapel Hill.
She lives in Governor's Club, I think.
Right, I think so too.
But I think they're still married.
Yeah.
I know that's not his name, but that's what we used to call him.
Yeah. Kim
Nosmar.
was a teacher down here, and her husband, they both went to North Carolina, and they're back in North Carolina.
Yeah, that's what happens a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, she was Kim Yankowski when she played for the national team.
Cool. I think it's funny though that did you hear about Hope Solo today? Saying Rapinoe made them kneel.
Oh yeah.
First of all, Hope Solo was wait.
Pressured was
wait.
Pressured.
Wait. First of all, Hope Solo was already kicked off the team before she ever kneeled. She wasn't even on the team.
Well, but she played with her for a long time.
They never kneeled.
Right, but she still knows all the players on the team.
Right. But yeah, she's do you know why she got kicked off the team?
Why?
Because she was drunkenly threatening family members.
Well,
and then she had to call and try and beg them.
All right, meanwhile, that's not the sports section of the show.
Well, I'm just telling you.
I know.
She's making stuff up.
I know.
Well,
no, I'm not. Neither you nor I nor anyone except the people who know can judge.
All right. Well, other people on the team are saying that's not true.
And other people on the team are saying it is true.
Right.
So you've got a contradiction there.
Well, there's the fact of the matter, though.
There is no fact.
Yeah, there is a fact. There is a fact that there's a cutoff date of when she left the team.
Well, that's
and
true.
A cutoff
but that doesn't
time.
mean she doesn't have an opinion.
Right, but that is a fact. Though dates are facts. Just in case some people are confused, dates are facts.
Dates are facts, but also she knew her for years.
Kind of like
she knew her personality very well.
Kind of like the girl that said Bob Dylan molested her when he wasn't even in the country at that time.
Let's move right along.
It's not politics?
Yeah, it sort of is.
Well, it's not.
That's what's causing the division in it, is what it is, yes.
Bob Dylan molesting people?
No, the topic you were discussing. A man was confused by
you can stop now.
by a stray cat. We're talking about that cat in that car.
Got it.
Wait, do I know about this one?
Nope, I don't know about any of these stories today.
This is funny.
What you sent me.
This is funny, man. I love this one.
This guy thought it was a brilliant idea to put his entire car coated with AstroTurf. And he's surprised the cat is sitting on it. That's my first question.
Right.
I'm surprised the cat didn't poop on it.
Around there, all you see is cobblestone and cement and pavement. Cat sits on the car. You know the one question I had when I saw this picture? Does the cat use it as a little
box too? Said.
Oh, did you? I
said I'm surprised the cat didn't poop on the car.
Oh no, maybe in that shoe on the back deck there, they'll find a treat. But I just thought that's just so funny. I mean, first of all, he was obviously a soccer fan based on the picture, and it was obviously a hoopty he's driving based on the fact that it's a very old Kia, I believe that is.
My old Kia.
That's just funny.
I know, isn't that hilarious?
Wait, it might be my old Kia. Is it a...
It's in England.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
The steering wheel's on the right.
They could have moved it.
That cat ain't stupid, let me tell you that much.
Well, if you had a choice of sitting on the cobblestone or sitting on the pavement, sit on the AstroTurf. Grass. That's just too funny, isn't it?
I like that.
I remember to post that on the other page.
There was
I like the car too.
In my old neighborhood, they had a PT Cruiser, and they glued Hot Wheels all over it.
Okay.
The whole car.
That's hilarious.
I love my PT Cruiser.
I wanted one when they first came out. I wanted a purple one.
It's a great car.
But I had too many kids, so I didn't get one.
I had 3 kids.
I had 3 kids also, but I had a mean husband. But it wasn't Chuck, it was a different one.
I was nice.
He said PT Cruisers are too small.
Yep. Well, I'm a different kind of fellow, so there's that.
You wouldn't let me have it anyway because you would have said it's a dumb
No,
car.
I actually would have told you to get it because I had a lot of friends that
I didn't really
were
need,
in Chrysler dealerships at
Yeah.
the time.
I didn't really need to.
And when that came out, there was no hotter selling car there was.
They broke a lot, didn't they?
Later they broke a lot, but because they really weren't made well enough.
Was it a Chrysler product?
Yeah.
I already had minivans that broke. I didn't need
They
one
all,
of those.
well, they all break.
Yeah, I had 2 Dodge Caravans.
Well, Dodge Caravan, you know,
They had
that was a great, really a great vehicle, but they made one mistake.
the transmission.
No, the one switch in the transmission, a 25-cent part, they went cheap
Well,
on.
all I know is
And that caused all those failures. I don't think that was accidental.
Oh,
I think
and-
that helped the service
Oh,
department a
and
whole
the
lot.
funny part was though when you would go in and you would be like, "That never happens."
Yeah.
I'm like, you're lying. I had 2 and it happened both times, and all my friends had one too. You're lying.
Every single one of them.
Yep. That happened to ours. We had a Dodge Caravan too, green one, and same thing happened to us.
Yeah, ours. The transmission died in the driveway.
Yep.
Mhm.
Our transmission broke, and instead of getting it fixed, we said we're just going to trade the
It was
the traction.
literally a 25-cent part.
Yeah, we had some sort of like what do you call them? The guys that fix cars on the side.
Shade tree.
Shade Tree. He fixed it for cheap.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it's a very easy and very cheap part to fix. You just have to open the transmission case to do it.
Anyway, bad.
We
Bad
loved,
Dodge.
we drove that van to the northeast all the way up to Canada and,
Yeah.
and the New Brunswick and back.
Yeah.
They drive
we-
great.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
used to drive ours all over the place.
Yeah, we drove it all the way out west to San Francisco and back, and we went north all the way up and south on the way back.
That's
It was a
cool.
great car. The best thing
it's
about
funny
it
how
was,
that works, isn't it? When you go north on the way there, then you have to go south on the way back.
Or you have to go all the way around, which is a lot harder.
That
well,
takes
we chose to
longer.
do that because we were taking our kids, all our kids to all the
Yeah.
national parks. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very cool.
yeah,
That's neat.
We used to have to go to Indiana every year for Christmas, and then my other, like, one grandparent lived in Indiana, one grandparent lived in the Panhandle, so it was like 12 hours either way.
Cool.
Nobody would move to North Carolina.
it was a great car. We
Yeah.
loved that Caravan. It was
Don't tell anybody, but
fantastic.
we used to take all the seats out of ours except the back seat and the front seats, obviously,
Yeah.
and let the kids lay on the floor.
Oh yeah, we did the same
That was
thing.
Before that was not illegal.
Right. Oh yeah, we had
did the same
country
thing.
Squires, and we always slept on the back. Fold down the rear seat.
Yeah.
It's big enough for 3 kids to sleep
Yeah.
side
Well,
by side.
the oldest one would get the seat because he was the oldest one,
Mhm.
and then the younger 2 would lay on the floor and like just roll around.
Right.
That's exactly what we did. You
Yeah.
know, we put a mattress on it so they could
Well, that's a good idea.
lay
We
down
just put a
and
bunch of blankets.
sleep. But we had a early portable TV that plugged into the lighter, and
I had one
It
of
was
those
a
too. But
VHS
mine was one of
VHS
those little
player.
little tiny ones with the VHS on the bottom.
yeah, that's what we had,
And
and
we
we
took
put it in
the
the car.
We put a milk crate and we shoved it in between the 2 front seats, and then we bungee cord the TV down to the milk crate so it
Funny.
wouldn't fall over. So there's
Yeah.
like
That's what
there's
basically
like
what we did
5
too.
movies. There's like 5 movies that I for a while had never seen. I had just heard about 100 times because they were playing in the back seat. It was like Little Rascals, Wild Wild West, Sandlot.
Yeah.
There were a couple, but like had never seen the movie. I just heard it 1,000
fun.
times.
Yeah. That's exactly what we did. But it's great. When back then when we
Yeah.
were traveling,
Yeah.
there was so much room when you take those 2 middle seats out in the back there.
Oh yeah.
Think already says he can't cross the northern border anymore. Last time he went there, he drank Canada dry.
That's a dad joke.
Yeah. Daryl says the Ford Maverick, toughest little car in history. Well, the Maverick is based off of the Falcon. Just as what other car is based off the Falcon, Mrs. Nellis?
That would be a Mustang. Thank
That
you very
is
much.
correct. So I would agree with you. That body that was under those cars was extremely well made. Can't beat them.
I had a K car.
I
for
could
a while.
actually have a show on cars. I'm
Let's-
far more of a car geek
All right,
than
we
I
can
am
do
even
that
a
one time.
politics
How about
geek.
that?
Oh, that'd be fun. Just talk about cars.
About what? Oh, all we have to do first of all is talk about all the cars Chuck had. Every time we're
That'd
watching,
take more than an
we're
hour.
watching something on TV. He goes, "I used to have that car."
I've had about
And then
20.
like another show comes on. He goes, "I used to have that car." I'm like, "No, you didn't."
I've had about 20. Yeah.
Well, he is a used car salesman, so.
That's true.
I was a car salesman, and when I actually bought a Chevy Beretta one time, and the thing was a piece of junk. I bought it new.
Did you buy it from yourself as a used car salesman?
Nope, bought it from somebody else. 16 months later, the ashtray was full because I was a smoker then, and I hated the car, and I literally went and traded it in. So I can actually say I'm one of those people that traded in a car because the ashtray was full.
That's pretty funny.
The car was, I mean, it should have been a good car. It was falling apart in 16 months. And it never got hit.
You know the worst car? Oh, wait, again, a Plymouth product. The worst car my family ever had?
Yes.
That Horizon.
Oh, God, those things
Those,
were
the
junk.
doors were practically falling off that thing.
Yeah, they were junk. Hey, guess what? A dog that was missing for weeks finds its mom at Walmart.
Okay.
This is not a Walmart joke. This is actually a real story.
Finds its mom?
In Dothan. Wait, just listen.
Well, wait, I want to know if his mom was a person or a dog.
Person.
Okay.
Okay. In Dothan, Alabama.
I've been there.
Well, it's got to be Alabama, of course.
Dothan is...
Well, or a Florida story.
Florida.
Dothan, Alabama is practically Florida, okay?
Yeah, okay. This dog named Abby disappeared, leaving only her collar and an empty tie-out line behind.
How'd you get her collar off?
Dogs pull out of those things.
Okay.
That's why harnesses are so much better.
Okay.
Yeah, except Chief can pull out of his harness when he wants to.
He's a magical
that's
dog.
A good term. You need a bigger harness.
He's a magical dog.
So anyway, June and her husband searched the neighborhood door to door to no avail. 3 weeks passed, and the 4-year-old pup was still nowhere to be found until an extraordinary encounter at Walmart recently. June, a Walmart employee working at the register, heard a fuss while on the weekend shift. A dog had gotten loose in the store, and the staff couldn't get her. Apparently, the dog made her way through the store and proceeded right to register 6, which was manned by June.
It wasn't
who was
open.
totally in shock. Mom, I need food. I want a new car.
Yeah. Well, this dog knew Mom worked there, so...
Yeah.
She said she called her name and she came right to her. She bent over and hugged her. She completely lost it then. She
Aww.
just couldn't believe it.
Aw.
We love our dogs. You know, losing a dog would be really hard. Losing a cat's hard enough.
Right.
But that's pretty cool. Just a little, looks like a lab mix. Probably with a Rottie, it looks like.
He's cute.
Yeah, very cute. Let's see y'all. There we go. I have to get myself organized.
Organized?
Organized.
Is that a Chuckism?
Definitely.
Are you missing organs now?
I have my own language.
He does. He does.
Well, English is,
Hard for you.
it's very easy. My point was English is very easy for me.
Yeah.
So I'm just creating a whole other language just for fun.
Because you're bored.
Exactly. Trash company.
Don't call me that.
Not you. You're not trash. But you are good company.
Thank you.
Well, finds $25,000 stashed in a discarded freezer.
You know how much I bet was in there? More than that.
Well, the reason I think it's $25,000 is because they tracked down the owner and returned the money.
You didn't give me that story, Chuck.
I did.
I
Nope.
did.
I'll give it to you again, and I'll talk slow. How you doing? Coming. It's cutting and paste. There you go. Got it now?
Yep.
Cool. Put up the picture if you like. There's a humorous tale to prove the adage, one man's trash is another man's treasure. But when one Ohio family accidentally threw their grandma's treasure into the trash, it was no laughing matter. Oh, I bet she was pissed. Unbeknownst to her relatives, the Candy Granny had stashed $25,000. Candy Granny.
Candy Granny.
That's a pretty good one. It's pretty quippy. Stashed $25,000 in cold hard cash in her freezer.
I get when they did.
Oh God. While tidying up the kitchen, her erstwhile kinfolk, this person who wrote this is quite hilarious,
Erstwhile kinfolk,
accidentally tossed out the tidy sum along with the outdated frozen veggies.
Oh, see, that's what you did yesterday when you threw away our food. You threw away all of our money.
It was only... Yeah, that's
it.
Yeah. It was only after the fact that the elderly woman remembered to warn her family not to misplace the envelope with the money in it. But then it was too late. The garbage collected her, and her egg's nest was on its way to the landfill.
Egg's nest? Did they really say egg's nest?
Nest egg, sorry.
Okay, so for one thing, if you found an envelope in your freezer,
wouldn't you look at it?
Look in it? Like an envelope. Who puts envelopes in their freezer? Or envelopes?
Must have been a big envelope.
But why would... No. Okay, never mind. What did they think it was?
Apparently they weren't looking. They were just shoveling.
Okay. I would say if you find an envelope in your freezer, you should open it.
Right.
Or mail it, depending on...
Mail it to me. I'll open it.
So they immediately called the waste services company and notified them, and they would, and whether they would get it back or not all depended whether it had arrived at the landfill. The truck, if the truck had offloaded at the dump site, of course, it would be a lost cause. So they were able to track down the driver who made it. He was diverted to a nearby recycling center where its 6-ton cargo of garbage was disgorged on the tarmac.
That's
oh my God! That's
a word.
So they dumped it all on the tarmac, and a crew of 10 workers began
so they could
sifting
pick through it.
Through it, yeah.
Wow.
It took 10 minutes. They peeled it off, opened it up, and there was the package inside with the money.
I bet the envelope was in something else, like an ice cream.
It doesn't say in the article.
You know why it doesn't say? People hide stuff in their freezer.
No. What I was going to say is, it doesn't say in the article, but she should have given them a reward.
I bet she did if it only took them 10 minutes to find it.
I know. That's awesome.
But you know what I'm saying? That's probably why they're not saying what it was hidden in.
Yeah.
The headline doesn't match the article. That bugs me. Because it makes it sound like they threw the freezer away.
Yeah.
Right. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. And they found it in the freezer, but it wasn't. It was just from the freezer.
It would have been a cooler story if it had been in the freezer.
This is why
easier to track it down.
Be editors.
Right.
In written work.
Right.
Because, duh.
Right, exactly, because duh. Daryl says 15 years later he still mourns the loss of his dog. You know, I think we all have at least one of those, each of us. Dog is such a big part of our life.
Daryl's Mr. Bojangles. Because he misses his dog after all those years.
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember the part of that song?
Yep, yeah. I do. That was a sad song. Alright, so, let's see. Lisa sent me a message earlier this week without the link, but that's okay.
What?
Deborah Winger.
I was a link. I don't know why it didn't come out.
I know. Just, you want to tell the story? You want me to?
I can.
Okay, go ahead.
So you know, so where are we going to do the other thing next? Because that's what you were supposed to do.
You mean?
Baseball.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you know the movie League of Their Own. There's no crying in baseball. So Deborah Winger was supposed to be in that movie, and you know she was pretty popular then, and she was actually training with some semi-pro or pro team, so that she could be good in that movie.
Yep.
And I mean, she had been training for like I don't even know, like 3 months or something, And then she found out that, here, I found the article.
I got it. I'm about to put it up.
Yeah, so she found out that Madonna was going to be in the cast because Madonna was hot then. Hot, not, I don't think she's ever been hot, but hot like as an actor or whatever. She trained for 3 months with the Cubs. Like, so she wanted it to be like a real, like a, you know, like a good movie, like Bull Durham, whatever. She said that's the only time she's ever been paid for a movie she didn't perform in, because she quit because she was like, this is not the movie I signed up for.
Right.
I don't want to be in this movie if Madonna's in it, because it's going to be like an Elvis movie. Like,
Madonna
it's just going to
can't
be a
act.
joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
She wanted it to be more like a true, this really happened story, not just like a goofball story.
Yeah.
So
it could have been either.
So actually, she had the Gina Davis part.
Right. Oh, did she?
And then they asked Gina Davis about Madonna, and she was just like, "Oh, I think she was very polite about it. Like, she didn't say, oh, she did great. Oh, you know, we're friends." And she was just like, "I think she performed well," or you know,
adequately.
something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought she was pretty good at being an overpaid crybaby. So she played the part very well.
Well, she didn't play. That's the point. She didn't have to act at all.
No, we're not making fun of Deborah Winger here.
No, I'm making fun of Madonna.
Oh, okay, I was going to
I
say.
said Madonna, not Deborah Winger.
Yeah.
As England calls her, Madonna.
Madonna. Oh, we call her that too.
She is just a mess.
She's a mess, but
Yeah.
anyway, so that was my baseball story.
Baseball.
So now we got another baseball
We
story.
got another baseball story. The best baseball
How-
story that even
Baseball.
though I don't watch Major League anymore, I had to watch this.
How
It
the
was
freak
awesome.
did that come? Like, they could not have written a better ending.
What the hell are we talking about, you ask? Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. The White Sox finally play the Yankees on the Field of Dreams site, and it's perfect. Now go ahead, guys, because you both saw it.
Well, I saw the beginning. I cried a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
It's
I
just-
did too, because
I-
we're both such fans of the movie.
Well, because I love Kevin Costner too, and he was old, and I was sad.
Is that why?
No.
It's
No, they came out of the corn.
when they came out of the corn.
That was awesome.
That was it.
That was fantastic.
That was just.
That was cool. And you know, the funny part was they had some pre-game stuff where the guys were like biting into the corn and then spitting it out.
Yeah.
Some people from Iowa are like, "Those dumb."
They're eating cow corn.
They're eating cow corn, not people corn.
It's funny.
And then two of the
love the
pitchers-
field. The field was just perfect.
They said 2 of the pitchers got lost or something in the corn maze.
In the corn?
Yeah.
I believe. Well, they're pitchers.
Yeah, right.
Good arms, not necessarily known for much more.
But it was cool. It was
And
great.
then-
It was pretty. It was so
I mean,
pretty.
it's hard to get past the field and the look and the whole thing of it.
Somebody that was
So-
there
and
said that
then
it was
you get-
prettier.
And then you get to a fantastic game that was settled on the bottom of the ninth
by
by the
a walk-off.
walk off by the Yankees. No,
No,
by the White Sox.
White Sox
That's
won
right.
at the
White Sox.
last minute.
I forgot. Yeah.
And
But the Yankees scored 4 runs in the top of the ninth to take the lead.
but
It was incredible.
the White Sox have only ever scored 15 walk-off home runs against the Yankees ever. Right?
Yeah.
You know who the first person who ever did that was?
For the Yankees?
No.
Oh, for the White Sox. Well, Shoeless Joe.
Shoeless Joe.
He was awesome.
How freaking cool is that?
He is a baseball legend, that guy. So,
My wife said it was fixed.
yeah.
Just like NASCAR.
Yeah, that was quite an amazing game. I mean, the whole thing from beginning to end. And I'm not a baseball fan anymore, but that was almost like a movie in itself.
Yeah. Oh, you know where they should come next?
Where?
Durham.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yep.
That'd be fun.
Yep.
We could go.
Oh,
Except for the
absolutely.
fact that all the tickets for this were like pretty much bought up by rich people.
Right.
But that's to be expected, I
Yeah.
guess.
What are the guys talking about?
What are the guys? The guys. There's no girls.
You know, honestly, I think already I watched the game because of the Field of Dreams connection.
Yeah.
Because the
me
movie
too.
is just probably the best baseball movie ever done. I believe.
It's one of the top 2 or 3 for sure.
People have problems
Well,
with
it's better
Field of
than
Dreams.
The Natural,
You know that?
and it's what's the other third one?
Bull Durham.
Bull Durham,
League
and
of
it's
Their
better
Own?
than Bull Durham. Bull Durham was good, but
Bull Durham is freaking funny
oh, it is.
and
It
hot.
is.
Well,
Well,
Kevin Costner was hotter in that movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie, Field of Dreams. You know, there's just so
That
much
was
to it.
unique.
And of course, the actors in it were unbelievable.
Yeah.
But actually, my favorite Costner baseball movie is
Tim Nickel. Tim
For the-
No, that's
no, that
golf.
was golf. Sorry.
for the love of the game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't seen that one.
Oh,
Oh my!
Is it good?
If you that's
Yeah.
I mean, the way it's not just the movie; it's the way they built the movie around this one concept.
Don't tell me what happened,
Yeah.
because
But-
I haven't seen it.
The director was brilliant, and the cinematography was really amazing. But
That's cool. We'll have to check
you
it
have
out.
to, if you haven't seen it, you've got to watch it, Lisa.
Yeah, we'll have to
I
do
will.
that.
Let's do that. So one of the directors that Kevin Costner used to work with a lot, he did Fandango, he did Waterworld, he did a bunch of other Robin Hood, some other stuff.
Yep.
He goes, Kevin Costner should work with himself more often because then he could work with his favorite actor and director.
Yeah.
So, guys, let's move from that amazing scene that was that to the amazing scene that was Indianapolis this weekend.
Oh my gosh,
Lisa wrote another one of her articles.
that was a very
You
quick
need
article.
to
because
tell them where you can read this.
All right,
first
go to
of all.
skirtsandscuffs.com. Skirts being women, scuffs being the used tires, in case that's why we're named that. Women who write about NASCAR. Skirtsandscuffs.com.
And they look for you.
And look for me.
Louise.
Louise. Or look for the second article that's there because somebody wrote one after me.
Oh,
today.
no.
That's okay.
You wanna just go over your article a little? I mean, because
No, because I missed the race.
okay.
So
I'll
I
talk
had to
about
like recap. I had to watch.
Yeah,
some-
and I felt
first of all, that 24-minute highlight
awesome.
that's good. If you can find that on
it's on
what is it,
NBCSN.
NASCAR.com? Oh, is it?
NBCSN.
If you can find that, watch it because it pretty much
They do a
encapsulates the whole race.
24-minute
Yeah,
encapsulation of the whole race, and Lisa
It's
got the
pretty
whole
good.
idea.
it was pretty good.
In a nutshell, AJ Allmendinger was asked after the race, could there be a more significant place for you to win? No.
He was so pumped up, and yes, it wasn't screwed.
Well, the awesome thing about it was he was so disappointed the day before after the Xfinity race that he didn't win. He was really, really down. And then 24 hours later, he wins the biggest race he'll ever win as an Indy fan as he is, because AJ also ran there in Indy cars once upon a time.
That's in my article.
Yes, it is. I'm not reading your article.
No, it's because he got disqualified because of a seatbelt or something.
Yeah, he had a seatbelt come loose, and that's not good. So in this race, it was AJ's second career win. It was his first on, both of them are on road courses. Colleague Racing's first Cup win ever.
Ever.
And they just started this year. And they're going to be full.
I thought he raced for them last year.
No.
Yeah, but they only started the Cup this year,
Okay.
and they're only doing like 10 races the whole season.
Right.
And he wasn't even on the list.
Not to start. But when you get AJ Allmendinger available for a road course, you better
Yeah,
drive
why
him.
not? Yeah, let's
He
kick him on that.
is currently, I would say, the best road course
But-
driver there is.
Admittedly, all of those other weird, bad things had to happen for him to win that race.
Yes. From career, he
No, I don't mean that.
Well, I was going to give a brief
Okay.
description
Well,
of
go
what
ahead.
happened
You
in
do
his
that.
career. He came up quick and became a Cup driver quick, but he drove for Red Bull Racing, and they did not last but 4 or 5 years, and then he had no job. So
Is that who Scott Speed was with also, or was that somebody else?
No,
that was later on.
That was the guy with the heart condition.
Oh, Vickers. Okay.
The guy that had to retire. They were the hair twins.
Oh, I know, right?
Yep. AJ's always been about the hair. So anyway, it was the last 6 laps of this race were the most chaotic, ridiculous,
unrepresentative of the whole rest of the race.
Representative of the whole sport and race moment. The turn 6 has a bank that goes around there, and they have this metal buffer that went around it to keep the drivers from going over it.
Island,
whatever you want to call. Well, it was a curve.
Right, but they were calling it an island.
Okay. And it started coming up, and then
coming apart.
Coming apart. Well, it was coming up, and
they were scraping debris out of it sometimes.
And when the 24 car hit it, he caught his splitter under it, which sent his car flying, which slowed him down, and everybody else hit that same spot that was torn up, and they all got flown into the fence too. What was it, 8-10 cars?
Let's actually go back a day, because the calamity of turn 6 started in Xfinity.
It did. Yeah. It was a stupid idea to put that turtle there, or whatever you want to call it.
They moved the turtle.
Well,
after the race,
they weren't going to let Cup cars get destroyed by some stupid roadblock thing. I mean,
guess whose design team is currently working on a new design for that? I bet Mr. Penske.
And why was that thing made out of such flimsy, crappy metal?
I don't know. It's got to be the most embarrassing moment in his NASCAR career.
People are making fun of him.
Well, he shouldn't be made fun of, but whoever made the decision that was what to use.
Why should he not be made fun of?
Well,
all right. I just put turn 6 up behind you guys.
Did you? Okay.
Bump, yeah. But I mean, so they destroyed. How many Xfinity cars got destroyed on that stupid bump?
That was dumb. That was really dumb. And why did you?
The problem actually started several laps before.
Yeah.
Well, on turn 6, because
when it was coming apart,
that somebody lost the under panel. That whole thing slid underneath the curb. You knew that it was coming up at that point, and all they did was go out and they actually lifted it up more to get that full under chassis out of the
didn't they just take it away at one point?
I just sent you her article. Please post the link in the chat if you would.
Oh, I thought you sent it to me already, but I'll post it.
Yeah, I just sent it again to make it easy.
Okay.
Just click on the link.
But it was and then after that, once they decided they were going to have to rip the entire corner out, I mean, like 35, 40 feet of metal.
And who does that during a race?
During a race,
not after the race.
Which left this other hump that was about 3 times the size of a speed bump still there, parallel to it. That's what they used to keep people out by. But the problem with that is when drivers have more room, they're going to use the extra room to get extra speed. And one driver, Corey LaJoie, actually went airborne.
That was unbelievable.
He flew about 3 feet up in the air.
Whee!
And then took out 2 cars.
and when he landed, the car was destroyed too.
Yeah.
So that one corner caused at least 10 cars. At least.
Uh-oh.
Just during the Cup race. Never mind. Yeah. What was it, 5? Or something like that? 6 in the other race.
Yeah. And it also caused problems. Once they took it out, that was a visual marker for the drivers, and then the drivers started missing the corner because they didn't see it coming.
Right.
Exactly, and that's how Corey LaJoie ended up going flying.
Yeah, you can't reconfigure a race
during
a race?
What you've got to do is you got to put down cement. Because that's not going to
not during a race.
I know, obviously not. Poof!
Why not? Everything else they tried didn't work. Do something
Yeah.
stupid
Yeah.
like that.
Do it out of 3D plastic, that would be fun. too.
Something.
So once they got the race back started, they were doing good, and what's his name?
We don't know. Tell us, Chuck. Use your words.
I'm trying. Anyway, there was a fight for the lead with Denny and
Briscoe.
Denny Hamlin and Briscoe. Thank you,
Yeah.
Chase Briscoe.
Which, by the way, Denny Hamlin is still whining about
I
today.
figured. But
Well, I don't blame him. I'm sorry. The dude hasn't won all season, and he
I know.
got wrecked by somebody he shouldn't have even been there.
He said that he's
Right.
never wrecked anybody on purpose, though.
the reason why Chase Briscoe shouldn't have been ahead of chasing down Denny Hamlin is because Chase Briscoe got knocked off the track and cut through the grass for about 200-300 yards and got back on the track right behind Denny, and before they could even tell him you've been penalized, he was trying to pass Denny, thought he had a nose under, and spun him, which ended Denny's chances, which put AJ Allmendinger in the lead.
Right.
And you put him in the lead with 4 laps to go, I believe
And
it
then
was.
you're toast.
Oh no, it was overtime. It was
Right. Yeah.
overtime.
It was
2
supposed
laps
to
to
be
go.
an 80-lap race, and it was a 95-lap race.
Yep.
Which is why they had to change it to another channel
some
for all the
drivers-
people that are mad.
Some drivers were almost out of gas.
Right.
Yeah, they had to. The stupidest thing NBC did is with 4 laps to go, they switched over from NBC to NBCSN.
Tell me about it.
In
That,
Raleigh, they weren't even showing the darn race.
With
They were
4
showing
laps?
they were at all. They were showing the Panthers game.
Piss on the Panthers.
No, I'm saying that was dumb.
I know that's dumb. So anyway, once that had happened, they finally got a restart and finally got going, and AJ just started pulling away from everybody when he got going. There was never a challenge for the lead. He was so
Well,
happy.
yeah, there couldn't be at that point, and yeah, I just that whole thing just gave
It was a mess.
Penske and unfortunately NASCAR a black eye. But people are blaming NASCAR, but at that point NASCAR really didn't have much to do with
No.
it. So it's just bad. It was
I
just
wonder if
bad
somebody at
all
Penske got
around.
fired for that.
I read today that Penske doesn't want NASCAR on his oval anymore. He just wants them on the road track.
Well, that
So
makes
if he
sense.
wants that, he needs to make it better.
Well, this is the first time, so
Well, they had it last year, just not Cup.
it's about. I would put this guffaw about equivalent to when the
It's not a
when the track
guffaw.
when
Guffaw
the
is laughing.
oh right, what's it called?
Kerfuffle.
That's it, kerfuffle. Equivalent to Daytona when the track came apart.
Yeah, I
They
think
had to
this
stop
is
the
worse.
race for how long, Gersh, for that one?
I think this is
Oh,
worse.
my hours?
Yeah, hours. That was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
but that wasn't their fault. This is kind of their fault because they didn't even test
Well-
that thing.
Well, how do you know?
Well, it came apart.
Well, it also an awful lot of abuse over those 2 days, and they didn't design it to have
Well,
that
what
kind of
about the
durability.
turtle? What about the first turtle?
Right.
That was dumb.
Yeah. So this one they're going to have to learn some stuff from. The track itself is a great track. I love the track. But they just that just kind of made people go, that wasn't good.
Yeah.
I
Oops.
just-
Hey, Joey. Whoops.
I just
What?
played the.
Oh, you're playing.
Joey played.
Happy with that.
And of course, this is now
That
the
thing. That was the
15th,
worst.
15th or 16th race. We're coming down inside the last 5-6 laps. I'm
There's
in
that
the
track.
lead in our fantasy league, and one of my drivers freaking crashes.
I won again, 2 weeks in a row,
2
guys.
weeks in a row, man.
They
Big
should
big
do-
wins.
They should cut up that stupid little
Daryl
island thing
said-
and sell it.
Daryl says good article, good read.
Thank you.
Yeah, please everybody check it out. Oh, by the way, Dershie, would you, before we get close to the end of the show, would you please post the link for the next coming show at 8:30, which will be The Right Side of Politics with just me and Gersh. Lisa doesn't do politics with us.
No, I'm not allowed.
No.
Kidding. I don't want to.
So, yeah, so Dershey will post that. So click on that link so you can have that link open or copy it or whatever, so that you're ready. We will be talking a lot of politics there. But we have such fun doing this. We don't talk any politics. Lisa and I joke that we are the Seinfeld of podcasts because we don't really talk about anything.
Talk about nothing.
Yep. Now we're about talking about nothing and laughing and just interesting stuff you aren't going to hear about on the news. Mostly. Yeah.
You don't hear about NASCAR in the news anymore if you think about it.
No, you don't. You don't.
But you do it well. That's the point. Talk about nothing very well.
Everyday conversation.
Well, yeah, basically, if you went into our living room at any given time, it could sound a lot like our show. Hey, did you see this article? Hey, did you see this article? It's pretty fun. All right.
All right, you guys, wrap it up. I gotta go. Guess where?
Okay. Well, we got 2 minutes left.
That doesn't matter. We can still tell you to shut up.
All right. I don't mind that at all. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you don't already subscribe to the show. We have a great time here.
And go read my articles every week. I don't write one every week, but I try.
No. Yep, I know. I try to get her to write every week.
Well, right now I'm busy with soccer, so.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have anything. I did have extra articles, but I guess it's just not extra stuff.
There's not extra time.
We don't have extra time.
No.
So I guess we're gonna leave you probably 1 minute early tonight. Well, Dershey can talk for a bit. I can talk for a bit, but please join us on the Right Side of Politics, which will follow the show. And dude, please join the Chuck and Lisa show next week at 7 p.m.
Yep.
Because we have a lot of fun, don't we, Dershey?
Absolutely. Alicia tore down her green screen, so she looks really weird.
What? Oh, it's down. Oh, well, I gotta go anyway. So. Bye.
Bye, Lisa.
Just me goodbye.
All right, bye.
Pee-pee time.
Tell Chuck to get off your lawn.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck.
Yes.
Get off my lawn.
Okay.
And here, this for Lisa. Chuck, shut up.
There you go. Exactly. Right about soccer. Lisa is great at soccer. She knows more about soccer than I do, for sure. She was involved with it for a very long time with her son, who ended up being a professional player, which is pretty cool.
Yes.
Thursday.
I have the autograph of him on the
Yes,
screen
you do.
on my wall.
As a matter of fact, you do. Dershey, take us on out of here, my brother.
I'm back.
Hey! PP chat room was very quick tonight, Lisa.
No waiting.
No waiting. Yes, so thanks for joining us. I did post a link to our next show, which will be starting in about a half hour. Thanks for joining Chuck and Lisa tonight. Make sure you join us again next week at 7. What time we start? 7 o'clock on Tuesdays. Yeah, it's right there behind me, so that's why I didn't know what time the show started.
Yeah.
But thanks a lot, and we will see you next week, and Chuck and I will see you in about a half hour on our show, The Right Side of Politics. Thanks a lot. There's Chuck. Say goodnight.
Say goodnight, Lisa.
Good night, Lisa.
Good night, Lisa.
Right about
We love y'all. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.